Hello, and welcome to Food for Thought, Insights for Busy Leaders and Managers in just 150 seconds. Today, I'd like to talk about the Betari Box, which is a model that actually clearly defines how our attitude drives our behavior. So my attitude will drive my behavior, which then actually can have an impact on your attitude and your behavior, which will in turn drive my attitude and my behavior. And what we get is this loop. And have you ever been in a meeting where two people seem to be driving each other completely nuts? They're both talking over and at one another rather than to and with one another, and they're sparking each other off, and it even seems they're not even listening to each other. So they're both trying to be adamant that the other person is in somehow wrong, and their attitude is driving their behavior, and then the other person is having their attitude sparked up, and that's driving their behavior, and it all gets a bit messy. So what we need to do with this sort of thing, and why this model is so useful, is we need to recognize it happening and then take a breather, take a bit of a step back, become more mindful. What am I feeling and what thoughts are going through my mind? And is that even true? Because when we get all wound up, we actually get a bit stressed, and then we have adrenaline going through our system, and then before we know it, our brain is beginning to make pessimistic connections, have tunnel vision, so we're not even seeing clearly, we're not seeing the bigger picture, and we're having accidental connections in our brains which are actually nonsensical sometimes, and we have a pessimistic bias on them. So everything is beginning to look really negative. And the thing to do is just to be able to take a deep breath and relax a little and think, what's actually going on here? What am I feeling? What am I thinking? And perhaps why am I being triggered like this? What can I do to calm this down and really listen to the other person? What are they saying? What are they not saying? What must be true for them to even say that stuff? What's their frame of reference that has them be so upset? Because it's probably your behavior that's driving them nuts as well, and that's not going to help. So the more mindful we can be, especially in some challenging conversations, and think about the Betari Box and how easy it is to get stuck in this loop, the more we can be mindful, relaxed, and get to the truth and do some real communication. Thank you.